Well, it seems the crew with Agatha Coven of Chaos are steamrolling forward and castings are taking place. We got some news earlier today about Heartstopper star Joe Locke set to join the series, but more interestingly, who is he playing? Let's take a couple minutes to talk about the casting, what's going on, and who I think it's going to be. I'm having the sneaking suspicion that Agatha Coven of Chaos is going to be something special to the MCU. We got some new casting news earlier today, and that was in the form of Joe Locke. He's probably best known for his Netflix series Heartstopper, but Variety is reporting that the 19-year-old British star has indeed signed for the upcoming WandaVision spinoff. All the details for the character are being kept under wrap, and we're going to talk about that in a second. But we do have a couple of reports trickling in, and I don't think this casting is as obvious as most people think. Now, we know the series is going to focus on Agatha Harkness, who was left behind in Westview after the finale of WandaVision. Now, not much else is known about this show. We have heard a lot of rumors, and we did get a minor casting update with Emma Caulfield Ford returning as Dottie. But today's casting has drawn a lot of questions. Now, many people immediately looked at this actor and started to wonder if he was going to play Wiccan, who in the comics is Scarlet Witch's son and also has magical powers. He's been long rumored for the MCU, especially after the younger version appeared in WandaVision, and the speculation kind of ran rampant. Now, there's also the possibilities that he could be Teddy Altman, aka Hulkling, but this one doesn't match up too much, and I think people could possibly be digging a little far into this series and not looking at the title of the show. Now, one report we have coming in is that he will be none of these characters, and he will actually be Nicholas Scratch. Now, we actually met Nicholas Scratch last season in the form of a rabbit, but in the comics, he has been a staple of Agatha Harkness's world for a really long time. He made his first appearance back in 1977 in Fantastic Four number 185, and he is indeed the son of Agatha Harkness, and in the comics was a resident of the secret New Salem, Colorado community that was populated by magic users of the Marvel Universe. Now, in the comics, he is undeniably a villain and uses sources of dark magic. He actually has the ability to teleport and fire bolts of energy and travel between dimensions, and he wields an item known as the Satan Staff. It's actually used for him to focus his magical powers, but it can actually combine the magical powers of whole communities, and in the comics allowed him to gather all the magic of the people of New Salem. I actually have to wonder if he will serve as the primary antagonist in this show, especially if it truly does focus on Agatha and her story. I think Marvel is expanding Agatha's story to tie her in the future into the Fantastic Four. She's a huge part in the comics, and I think making her son the villain of this series is exactly the direction they will go, and it should be a pretty dark turn for these characters. Agatha kind of rides the line between darkness and light quite often in the comics, but Nicholas Scratch is truly evil, and I do like that some of the bad guys moving forward will not have very much gray area. We definitely need our world of villains to face off with our heroes. Now, obviously, we're covering everything Agatha moving forward. The show has me really excited, and I'm a pretty big fan of Kathryn Hahn. So if you want all the magical updates, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll bring you all the news. But until we know more, what do you guys think? How do you feel about Heartstopper's Joe Locke being cast in the upcoming Agatha Coven of Chaos Disney Plus series? And which character do you think he's going to be? Do you think he'll take up the role of Wiccan or possibly Nicholas Scratch? I know which one I think. Tell me what you think in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you hit like, click subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you won't get any updates. Peace.